I am well. How are you?
We're making a good day.
Making a good day? Well, we can always deal with it making a good day.
You know those days where you forgot you did all your work in class and you're like, man, I got so much homework. And you get home and you got them involved. I still don't understand how to do it.
Which ones?
Like the ones that was on the
We're going to do them. We're going to do them right now. All right, here we go. Number 1. 18 is not a perfect square. So, what's the biggest perfect square that goes into 18?
9 times 2.
9. And you have to multiply it by 2 because you still have to have 18 every day during second period. It never fails. Every day.
Oh, hey, Miss Blunt.
Yeah.
So this girl in Dr. Hester's class,
Dr. Hester?
Mr. Hester's
Okay.
class,
I was like, I didn't know Dr. Hester was teaching a class.
was having trouble with that little thing that the quadratic thing that we did yesterday.
Formula?
Well, the whole part where 92 wasn't the perfect
Yeah.
square. And so I was telling her that, like, you have to find the closest perfect square that goes into it.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, he never taught us that. He taught us some tree thing.
There's a different way to do it, yeah.
What's the tree thing?
Oh, I know.
Well, we don't have time for that right now.
Coach Norris tried to teach us that last year.
All right. 9. Hey. Stop it. So you got x to the 9. Okay, look. 9 is an exponent in this case, so don't try to take the square root of 9, okay? You have to make the exponents even, so that would be 8 and 1 gives you 9. Y'all okay with that? That's the biggest mistake y'all make is try to pull that out as 3. Hopefully you got your pen in your hand and you're writing this down. All right, what about 16, though? 16's even, so I can go ahead and take him out as what? It's not. How much? It's not the square root, guys. It's an exponent. I just got finished saying, don't do that. 8. You take half of it. You take half of it. It's an exponent. It's a little number. All right, and then Z just stays here, okay? All right, let's go through and take stuff out. 9 comes out. 9 is a big number. 9 is a regular number. He comes out as how much? 3, okay? He's not an exponent. Don't get them confused. Let's see. Don't forget to bring down the y to the 8. Forgot about that. You see how I'm marking stuff out so I don't get confused? All right, what else comes out? What else is even? X to the 8 comes out as x to the 4. And anything that I didn't mark out stays inside. So 2xz.
So you take half of,
If it's an exponent, you take half of it, no matter if it's a perfect square or not. But 9 is a regular number. He's not an exponent. All right, 2. You got a bell ringer test coming up on Thursday. You ready? Thursday, I'm not going to see you. So if you are ready to take your bell ringer test tomorrow after your quiz, you can take it. Or you can come during 0 period Thursday and take it. Doesn't matter. But we're planning on taking it this week before it's done, okay? Does that make sense? All right, here we go. Bless you. So do they have anything in common? No. So unfortunately, we have to do this the long way, okay? So we do factors of 5, which are 1 and 5. There you go. And factors of 12. There you go. I just like to go in order, because if you go in order, you're less likely to miss one, okay? And we're trying to get to how much? 19. All right, now look, guys. Use what you know. Get off your phones and use what you know. What is not going to change? What's the only factor in one of those columns? 1 and 5. You have no other choice but to use that pair. So where is that 5? Is that 5 in the front or the back? In the front. So I'm going to use him on the first. Every time. Why does it keep doing this? Come on. Focus. Thank you. All right. So that's going to be, what, 5B and 1B? All right. So I use those, right?
yes.
Okay. Now what comes after first? Outer. So 5 times something, right? I'm trying to get to 19. It's okay if it goes over. It's okay if it's under. It's not a big deal. So which one do you want to pick?
3.
You want to use 3?
Yes.
All right. So if you use 3, you have to use the other number with 3. So let's see. 5 times 3 is 15.
Yes.
So when you do the inside, you have to use that other number with 3, which was what? 4. What's 1 times 4? Okay? Now you do your signs. Your signs are the last thing. So how does 15 and 4 give me 19? Add them. So this one's easy. They're just both plus. And if you want to check your last, 4 times 3 is 12. A little bit better, Sydney?
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to review a few more when we get done with everything, too. All right, let's go over number 3. You ready? Give me a number. Anybody give me a number?
5.
8 and 5, okay? Give me 2 more numbers. 3
20.
and 20. Okay, we're not really going to do these, but let's just remember, okay? 1 base, what did you do to those 2? You multiply them on 1 base. 1 base you multiply. 2 bases that if you multiply the bases, what do you do then? You add them. What about when I divide the bases?
Subtract.
You subtract them. There you go. All right, now look, you subtract the like ones. The W's are like, and then the X's are like, okay? Now, if you will do this, subtract them so that they're positive, your head won't hurt so bad, okay? So, what is 9 minus 6?
3.
3. Now, ask yourself, where does that W to the 3 go? It goes where the biggest one was, at the top. There you go. This is what I'm talking about with the X's. You ready? Do it so it's positive. X's would be 4 minus 2. Do it so it's positive. What's 4 minus 2? 2. Where's X to the 2 go?
Bottom.
That's where the biggest exponent was, so it goes on the bottom. Just bringing back some memories.
Couldn't you like make it negative and then make it?
You could. It's just, yeah. But then they would both be on the top, and you'd have to switch it. If you do it that way, you don't have to worry about extra steps. But as long as you get the answer, and I can follow you, I don't care. All right, let's look at number 4. Number 4 is not any kind of a math problem. It is strictly, can you follow what they're telling you to do, okay? So here we go. Investigators estimate the speed in miles per hour of a car that skids to a stop on a dry asphalt road by multiplying the length of the skid. So how far was the skid of the car? 400 feet. So we're going to take that and we're going to multiply it by 30. There you go. How much is that? 12,000. There's 3 zeros. And then, what are you going to do?
Square root.
Take the square root of that product, okay? What does that mean? That means take the square root of what you multiplied and 109.5, which is E.
More physics.
Y'all okay? Got lost? That's all they wanted you to do. ACT is nothing but thinking, right? They want you to think through this problem. They give you this crazy thing that you've never seen before, and they say, can you follow what they're telling you to do? That's all they want you to do. All right, same thing with 5. It says that you got these 2 points, and that D is somewhere in the middle of them, such that it's 4 times the length, okay? So what does that mean? That means you're going to split them in 4s. You see how there's 4 things between them? Okay, so I'm going to take my X's, 14 and 6, and I'm going to subtract them and get how much? 8. But then I have to split that difference of 8 between how many pieces? So I'm going to divide it by 4. That's 2, right? So from this X is 6, so that means my next X is going to be 8. My next X is going to be 10. My next one's going to be 12. And my next one's going to be 14. It's already there. Okay? All right. Let's do the same thing with our Y's. 12 minus 4 is how much?
8.
And I have to split that difference of 8 between how many places? 4. And that's 2 again. But look, we're starting at a different place. So 4 to 2 would be 6. 6 and 2 would be 8. 8 and 2 would be 10. And then 10 and 2 would be, oh my gosh, I already got 12, right? All right. So which one is my answer?
8, 6.
How'd you get 8 and 6? Because 10 and 12 was there. Why didn't I pick 10 and 12? Or 12 and 10, excuse me.
Because D
Is the next one, right? Is what's the next one? Are y'all okay?
Whoa. How does it go from... Wait.
So it says the length of EF, which is the whole thing, right? is 4 times the length of DE. That means DE is going to be the next spot up.
Oh.
Does that make sense? Okay. All right, so let's do this first. We've got to finish our notes from yesterday quickly, and then we have to review for your quiz and review for your test, and then we are going to take a checkpoint, which probably will have to be for homework, and we'll go from there. So we got to hustle. Here we go. We are on page 24. 24. Now look, I need you to stay with me because we're going to fly through this stuff, okay? It's the exact same thing we did yesterday, but we're learning one new piece. So if you got your graph, or if you got a calculator, 24, yes ma'am. All right, here we go. What was the quadratic formula?
Negative b plus or minus.
Uh-huh. Square roots. Oh, Lord, maybe we need to write this down. Negative b plus or minus the square root. B squared minus all over 2a, right? Don't make the mistake of just putting the radical over 2a. The whole thing is over 2a. Okay, it's got to be equal to 0. Very first thing it says to find is the discriminant. What in the world is the discriminant? The discriminant is very important. It is the piece underneath the radical. The discriminant is the piece underneath the radical. All right, so all we're going to do is we have to work the whole thing out anyway because it says find the exact solutions, right? So what's my A, my B, and my C?
A is negative 1.
Uh-huh.
B is 4.
Uh-huh.
And C is 1.
Perfect. So let's see. Negative B just changes the sign, so it's negative 4. Plus and minus. You're in pre-AP Algebra 2 and Trig. You should tell me B squared is 4 squared, which is 16. Minus 4 times A is negative 5 times C is 1. All, oh goodness gracious, come on, focus. Hold on, I'm letting it focus before I go on. Alright, all over 2a, which is 2 times negative 5, right? So part A, all it says to do, find the discriminant. All it wants you to do is say 16 minus 4 times negative 5 times 1. So what is the discriminant? What's your answer for part A? 36. There you go. So you're going to go part A is 36. Why is this? There we go. Alright, so we've got negative 4 plus and minus the square root of 36 over negative 10. How did I get negative 10? 2 times negative 5. What's the square root of 36? 6. Alright, part B says describe the number and types of roots, okay? That's why the discriminant is so important. Is 36 a perfect square? Yes. If it is a perfect square, that means that you're going to get real solutions, okay? If it's a perfect square, you're going to get real solutions. So let's finish this out. We have negative 4 minus 6. How much is negative 4 minus 6? Negative how much? 10 divided by negative 10 is 1. Then we have negative 4 plus 6, which is 2 over negative 10. Negative 1 over 5. There you go. We always put that, technically that negative is supposed to go out to the side. There we go. So how many solutions did we get? 2. And are they real solutions or complex solutions? So we're going to put, for part B, we're going to put 2 real solutions.
What would be an example?
We're going to do that next. That's the ones with the eyes. All right, C says find the exact solution. So x equals 1 and negative 1/5. And we just answered A, B, and C. Are y'all okay? Alrighty, we're going to go to let's do number 9. We'll do number 9 together. Alright, you ready? Let's see if I can skip this back some. Okay, in order to do this, you have to have it equal to what number? 0. So 2x squared plus 3x minus 3 equals 0. What's my A? What's my B? What's my C? There you go. So x equals negative b would be negative 3 plus or minus b squared would be 3 squared, which is 9, minus 4 times a would be 4 times 2 times c is negative 3. All over 2 times a is 2 times 2. Y'all okay? All right, part A is the discriminant. So you just do 9 minus 4 times 2 times negative 3. So what's your discriminant? 33. Is 33 a perfect square?
No.
No, it's not. So we're going to have to see what happens here. You ready? So this will be negative 3 plus or minus the square root of 33 over 4. Can I break down 33? Is there any perfect square that goes into 33?
No.
No. Okay. So if I can't break this down anymore, how many solutions do I have?
2.
Why do you have 2? Because it's plus and minus, right? You got 2 solutions. What kind of solutions are they? Are they real or are they complex?
Complex.
What is complex?
Complex.
Yes.
What does it have in it? It has an I. It has an I. I was the remember the complex numbers we did with the I? Ooh, it's been a minute since you did those. Hey, by the way, your test is going to be including in those, so you're going to have to remember how to do the I's. We're going to go over them again, so anyway. So you have 2 real solutions.
I thought they were complex.
No, they're not. They don't have an I. Didn't have an I. There's no negative. Complex is with the I.
Well, what did we just say?
We said the complex was with the I. Does it have an I? All right, so C, what is that solution? And x equals negative 3 plus or minus the square root of 33 over 4. Guys, if you were to do that, you would get what as an answer?
2x.
2x values, that's true, but a whole number or a decimal?
Decimal.
You'd get a decimal, okay? It's still a real number, right? Decimals are still real numbers. All right, let's do one with an I. I think 8 was the I, so we'll do 8. Ready? What's it got to be equal to? 0. It is. So what's my A, B, and C?
7, negative 11.
Perfect. All right, here we go. So x equals negative b would be the opposite of negative 11, which is positive 11. And then negative 11 squared is 121. You better know that. Minus 4 times a is 7 times c is 5. All over 2a is 2 times 7. All right, part A wants to know what's your discriminant. So to find your discriminant, you just plug in 121 minus 4 times 7 times 5. Ooh, what'd I get this time? And automatically, when my discriminant is negative, what does that tell me? It's going to be a complex solution, right? So part A, my discriminant is negative 19. That automatically tells me, since it's negative, I'm going to have to take the square root of a negative, which is a complex number. And then on the bottom, 2 times 7 is 14. Y'all okay with that? Can I break down 19? Is there a perfect square that goes into 19? No, there's not. The only thing that I can do is pull this negative out as what? I. There you go.
I square root of negative.
Yep. I'm just waiting on it to focus. There we go. Hey, D.
Hey.
All right, so how many solutions do I have? 2. Why do I have 2? Because it's plus and minus, right? No. I'm going to show you one in just a minute. That's not. We're going to go back to yesterday's. So I have 2 complex. Why is it complex? Because it has what? I. And what are those solutions? X equals 11 plus or minus I square root of 19 over 14. All right, let's flip over to the front of that page, page 23 from yesterday. And let's remember what one solution looks like. Look at number 2. See how you only got one answer? That would be 1. Yes, because 6 plus 0 is still 6. 6 minus 0 is still 6. So this one you would put 1 real solution. So what about number 3? What would you put here? 2 real solutions. What about number 5?
2 real slides.
How much? 2 complex, because it's got an I, right? 2 complex. All right, what about this one? What is this, number 4? What is this one? 2 real, right? Because it doesn't have an I in it. Are y'all good? Yes, no, maybe? All righty. Y'all want to do 7 real quick together since we got to hurry? Okay, we'll do 7 real quick. Sydney, I believe you get another 2 answers on 7, but I did show you where you understand if you would only get 1 though? Okay. All right, so it's got to be equal to 0. What's my A, B, and C?
122.
There you go.
I think you just get one answer.
Do you just get one answer? It's been a minute since I've done it, so.
It's the square root of 0.
Is it?
Yeah.
121 minus, okay. So let's see, we would get x equals negative 22 plus and minus the square root of b squared would be 22 squared. How much is 22 squared?
44.
Definitely not.
Yes. 44.
484. There you go. I thought you said 44. I'm pretty sure you said 44. All right, times 1 times 1. We'll give him the benefit of the doubt. We'll let him say it.
Yes.
All right, and then over 2 times 1. So D, real quick, it says find the discriminant. The discriminant is what's underneath this square root. So we're just going to type in 484 minus 4 times 1 times 121. How much is that? I got 0. Try it again. So if it's 0, then what does that mean? Is 0 a perfect square? Yes, but what is the square root of 0? 0. So we know we're only going to get 1 real solution, right? So we're going to say x equals negative 22 plus or minus. I know, I'm waiting on it to focus. Hold on, sorry.
Why does it only do it second year?
It's like it doesn't wake up or something. You know how when you use something long enough, it'll get in the hang of things?
So it's never done that in your other period?
It does, but it doesn't do it near as bad. 8th period doesn't do it near as bad.
Not as bad.
All right, and then what's the square root of 0? 0.
Let's blame Brent.
I'm going to blame Brent?
Yeah.
Okay.
Brent's in this class and he does it.
And what is negative 22 plus 0? And then over 2 is negative 11, right? And negative 22 minus 0 is still negative 22. So you have 1 real solution, and that is x equals negative 11. Are y'all okay? D, does that make sense? Okay. Yes.
How come we don't do a lot of stuff in our notebook? We do this.
We just hadn't had time, and plus we had plenty on these notes so far. All right, here's what we're going to do. We're going to review for a couple of things, and then I'm going to hand you your checkpoints. You've got a quiz tomorrow. Oh my goodness, what is your quiz on? It is on Complete the Square, which is section 4.5, and Quadratic Formula, which is section 4.6. Are y'all okay?
Is that what we just did?
That's what we just did. Yep. Anybody lost? All right, now listen to me very carefully. You ready? If it says use Complete the Square, and you do not use Complete the Square, you will not get credit. I don't care if your answer is right or not. Does that make sense?
Yes.
It is very, very important that you know how to do Complete the Square when you get to pre-cal and calculus. You have got to know how to do it. If it says use Quadratic Formula, you must use Quadratic Formula. Now, does that mean that you can't use either way to check yourself, or you can't use your graphing calculator to check yourself? No, you check yourself. Got it? Check yourself or you wreck yourself. Everybody good? All right, what about your factoring bell ringer test? Y'all want to grab a piece of paper and do some problems? Sure? Okay. I'll grab a piece of paper real quick. No, just regular paper. And we'll just work out some problems to make sure we're all good.
But when did you say we can come? We can't come tomorrow and do appearance.
Yeah, you can.
I thought there was one day that you couldn't come.
Tuesday, today. Yeah, we already had that today, though. All right, your directions are just going to say factor.
This one.
Hmm?
I'm not going to miss black.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be here tomorrow, so.
You can take your quiz zero period Thursday if you want to come in.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, y'all ready? What if I gave you that? What would I do? What do you always look for first? Which is 2z. There you go. That'd be 8z squared plus 1. Easy enough?
Yeah.
Well,
All
for
right.
that one, you need to be,
Nope. All right, what if I gave you, give me a number.
5.
5, give me a letter.
Z.
We just D. Yeah, we'll do X. X, 5, Y, 3 plus 100 X, Y minus 25 X cubed. Okay.
That was a lot.
Wait, so what is it? 5 hours less 5.
It's X, baby.
5 hours.
That's 5X to the 5th. Good Lord. Come on now. Alright. What do we always look for first? Greatest common factor. What's the greatest common factor? 5X. Not Y, because this last one doesn't have a Y. And the only thing they have in common is X. Yep. So let's see. That'd be X to the 4, Y cubed, plus 100 divided by 5 is 20. Y minus 25 divided by 5 is 5X squared. Y'all okay? Alright, what about this one? Oh. What? Oh. Alright, do they have anything in common? Nope. So, factors of the back number, which are? Uh-huh.
This one of the 5 and 7.
Uh-huh.
There's another one?
I don't know. I'm waiting on you to tell me if there is or not.
15.
No. That's it? Okay. So, which one will give me -2 and how? 5 and 7.
-5 minus.
There you go. +5, -7. Perfect. Y'all okay?
Would the back number be negative?
I did a
Back number
negative.
would be negative.
Yeah, it is.
It's positive.
It's negative.
35.
35 is positive this moment.
Oh, that back number. I didn't even see that. Oh, Lord Jesus. Oh, that won't work.
Nope.
Nope.
Wouldn't that be negative?
What do we call it? We can't, because that wouldn't give us -2. So we don't call it no solution when we're factoring. You remember what you call it? It starts with a P.
Factoring solution.
Parabola.
Prime.
Prime. Technically, it is no solution. If you put no solution, I will accept it, but the proper term is prime. Huh? To make your life miserable. I know. It was successful. Thank you, Claudia. I didn't see that. What? So we're on number 4.
May I use the restroom?
No. When we get finished with this, yes. Not right now.
Okay.
Alright, so we got x cubed.
I think it's ice cube, actually.
Scotty, just hush. Just hush. Focus. Didn't even like the calculator. There we go. All right. So do you remember these?
Yeah.
This is what we just took a test on. So, do you remember the formula?
A plus
No, I don't.
A plus B. Yep. Uh-huh. Plus B squared. That last one's always positive. Hold on. What? There we go. I knew it was
So if
wrong.
it's plus and the minus, forgive me, see how it's plus 8?
Hold on.
8 squared is minus.
Hold
I
on.
mean 8 squared.
Hold on. Hold on.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, look. Ready? Sydney?
Yes.
Same, opposite, positive. Same, opposite, positive. Every single time. Soap.
Oh. Okay.
Stop. Stop it. Stop it. You better stop it. Okay? Same, opposite, positive. All right, so this is where we went wrong on our test. You ready? Every single one of you put x plus 8. It's not x plus 8. You have to take the cube root of each one. What is the cube root? I think this is the exact same question from your test, actually. What is the cube root of 8? 2. So it's x plus 2. 2 times 2 times 2 is 8. All right, and then it's x squared minus
2x.
x times 2 is 2x, is how we write that. And b squared is 2 squared, which is 4. You better go home and study that one. We're going to do another one just for the heck of it.
Wait.
Miss Bottom, did you ever play ball?
No.
What? Like that?
What about this one? Let's do this one.
You look at
All right, what is the cube root of 216? Something?
3 times wait, 3 times that number equals 216.
No, what number times what number times what number? Equals 2. Yep, not negative, just 216.
6.
So 6 times 6 times 6.
Yes.
You guys, you're supposed to know those perfect cubes.
Oops. 6 is
Now do you see why you had a test on it?
Yes.
And every single one of you hit the delete button once you wrote it, spit it out on that test. You just regurgitated it and then you were done. All right, so look. So, you ready, Sydney? Okay, same sign, opposite sign, positive. Every single time. Same, opposite, positive. All right, so A is Z, B is 6, A squared is Z squared, AB would be Z times 6, which would be 6Z. B squared is 6 squared, which is 36. You better study them. Those are the ones y'all didn't do well on.
Oh, how is...
It's supposed to be Thursday, but I'm not going to see y'all Thursday. So you're going to have to come either Wednesday after your quiz or Thursday morning. All right, let's do another one. Let's do one. Huh?
Can you do one more of these?
Of these?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, give me a letter. G.
Online, the formula is A minus B, and on the right should be A plus B.
Same sign, opposite sign, positive. Every single time. Let's see, let's do 27. All right, Sydney, you ready? Same sign, opposite sign, positive. Same, opposite, positive. Good? All right, what's the cube root of 27? 3. So it's G, in this case, plus 3. And then G squared. G times 3, we write that 3G. And 3 squared is 9. Better? That's it. What?
I'll see you in the morning.
You'll see me in a moment.
In the morning.
Oh, okay. You come see me in the morning then. I was like, why don't you just see me right now? Let's see. What about this one? We hadn't done these in a minute. Okay. write that down. Yeah. Remember these?
Is this all factors?
Uh-huh. It's grouping, Carnisha, because it has 4 terms, right?
Yeah.
All right. How do I know to do grouping? Because it has how many terms? 4. Okay? But every single time, what do you always look for first? GCF, but you don't have one, okay? All right. What's common between these first two? K. K, K. All right, K. Ready? K.
Okay.
Huh?
Okay.
No. Ready? I'm praying. I'm praying over here for strength. For a muzzle. For myself.
Oh, I was thinking of like a gun muzzle. I was like,
No!
where's the black?
A dog muzzle. Goodness gracious, have mercy. And I said for myself. Scotty, good Lord. Okay. So you're going to take the minus sign, right? I'll make everything all serious when you're trying to be funny. Alright, what's common between 12 and 8? 4. They don't have any letters in common. So here we go. Always whatever that sign is comes out every single time. No, it's not. Positive 3H minus 2. Every single time, these two better be the same. Or you did something wrong. Or maybe you didn't find the biggest number if it's not the same, okay? Got it good? Alright, pull it to the front. You got 3H minus 2. And what's left is K minus 4.
Better pattern, let's get at it.
What are you talking about?
Good?
Go home.
Frankly, you just focus, baby.
Better pattern, let's get at it.
Scotty, zip it. Alright, let's see. You want to do one more?
Yes.
Let's see. Let's do a good one.
Let's get some water.
Is this your fee for the quiz tomorrow?
Yeah. No, this is your bell ringer quiz. Bell ringer test, excuse me, which is supposed to be Thursday. A lot of you will finish your quiz tomorrow quickly enough that you can take your bell ringer test afterwards. All right, what about? Let's do this one. We haven't done one like this. Minus. Yeah, it's factoring bell ringer test. So that's what we've done for like what, a month and a half. And then when we finish this other stuff that we've been doing, which is breaking down radicals, we'll have a test on that probably right before Christmas or right after Christmas. All right, you ready? What? What do we do on this one? Hey, zip it. What do we do? What? Difference of 2 perfect squares, right? So we do 2 sets of parentheses. And what's the square root of 36? 6 and 6. Alright, I got 4 y's this time. How do I break those up? Uh-huh, y squared and y squared. Plus 1 and minus 1. Oh my goodness, this is the difference of 2 squares again, isn't it?
Yeah.
No.
No.
Why?
Actually, y squared.
It's the difference. That is right. What's the only thing that's keeping it from being the difference of 2 squares?
The 6.
The 6 is not a perfect square, right? Y is a square and 1's a square. Those are all perfect squares, but the 6 is not.
Could you separate the 6?
No. Because if you had a GCF, you could pull it out, but this one doesn't. So, can't do it. Y'all good? You want to do one more of the ones we've been doing on the bell ringer?
No.
One more like that? Okay. All right, let me find a good one. Huh? Not on the bell ringer test, no. On your test
Let's get
next
some
week,
water.
then yes. All right, let's do this one. This one's a little different. Okay. Anything in common?
No.
No. So now we got to find factors of the front number and the back number. And I'm trying to get to negative 13. Feel okay? Alright, what's the only thing you know this time? What's the only set that cannot change? The 1 and 5. Any day now. You want to focus for me? Any day now. Still not working. Watch me move my hand, it'll work.
Yeah.
Okay, so where is that 5 at? It's in the back, okay? It's in the back, so you're going to do the back. Try not to move. Be very, very still. Yes. Ever since... I know. Alright, so from there, we're trying... Let's see, we used 1 and 5, right? And we're trying to get to negative 13. So will 1 and 6 get me there, or will 2 and 3 get me there? 2 and 3? Okay, let's try it. Well, let's see. It may not. We'll see. So I need to do 5 times something, right?
Oh, I see.
I'm going to do 5 times 3, you said? What's 5 times 3? 15. And if I use the 3, I have to use the other number with 3, which is 2. So when I do my enter, oh, I cut it in time. So we're going to see, I'm going to do 2x right here. What's 1 times 2x? 2, or 2x. How will 15 and 2 give me negative 13? So now you ask yourself, how did I get the negative 15 and how did I get the 2?
3x minus 5.
3 times negative 5 is negative 15, and 1 times 2 would be positive 2. Check your first if you want to. 2x times 3x is negative 6x. It is no... Oh, that's a typo. I wrote that down wrong. This one is wrong. There we go. That's minus. Are y'all okay?
Miss Clark,
Yes.
maybe you're having focusing problems when you record. Like, it just...
That may be what it is. That may be.
You're recording.
Well, no, because my third period doesn't have issues. My third period works fine when I record there. But they're a different class. Oh, yeah, I'm getting it.
You have to take these up.
What? No, those are yours. All right, guys, you ready? So, how do you study for this test? You redo those problems. Also, you have a checkpoint that you have to have a 100 on before you can take your quiz on quadratic formula and complete the square tomorrow, okay? Yes.
Wait, are we doing these tonight?
Yep. Aww. Crazy. Hey, Will you pass one over to John, please?
This essay is harder than all the English ones. It's so hard. Preach.